The Dodgers. Reese, would you believe me if I told you that they had a prospect that was very good and has yet to make his debut until recently? Well, it is the facts. Dalton Rushing, catching prospect, the number two prospect in the system behind Roki Sasaki, has been called up to the major leagues. He has already become a favorite of a lot of fans there in Los Angeles, as well as across the interwebs, with his Kid Cudi walk-up song, his swagger. Rushing was slashing Reese 308, 424, 514 with an OPS of 938 in AAA. I'm curious, what's your take on Rushing? Obviously, I think you're going to agree with me that this was a due call up, but what's the projection for him moving forward with this Dodgers lineup?
I believe that Rushing's been ready since about halfway through last season. Like we're talking about a guy who, he was ready defensively. He's a good backup catcher. He's got really optimized swing. The only problem that I've noticed when you watch him is he does like to chase up and out of the zone. But if that's your problem in today's modern baseball, that's not the biggest deal. Just be a little bit more selective. But he's looked really good. I think he has a chance to kind of carve out a role as a catcher, maybe play some first base when Freddie Freeman needs a day off his feet. Maybe he can go play left field. There is some level of defensive versatility because they did try to make him a left fielder last year.
Yeah, and I guess it's really kind of a personal opinion thing if you think that that's a long term stick for him. I do think that that is going to kind of address the playing time concern though, because again, he does have that versatility to slot in behind the dish to supplant Will Smith in that case. Austin Barnes just DFA'd, so I think that pretty much locks Rushing in as the backup catcher. But then, like you said, some time in the outfield, some time at first base to spell Freddie Freeman. I think that there's a lot of options there for him to play. Do you see any kind of negative connotation to this for Will Smith at all?
No, I think that Will Smith might honestly move off of catching. I think we've seen it in the past where the catcher moves on, and he's played third base in his professional career, and he's actually not bad there. He's obviously, if you have the arm to play catcher, you have the arm to play third base. He's mobile enough. Max Muncy, I believe this is the last year of his deal. They refused to move Max Muncy over to first base. I think that what this means for Will Smith is that maybe this means that he can get less time behind the dish while keeping his incredible hot start to keep going, and then keep him fresh, keep some of those bumps and bruises off of him.
Well said. And then final question with Rushing. Obviously, being a piece that's flexible, that's going to be good. But playing every day in AAA versus maybe having more time off in the majors, is this a bad thing for Dalton Rushing, or is it all just a matter of getting in where you can for him?
I think that he's always been someone that's he kind of has to get in where he can, and I think that catchers are just weird in general. They get weird bumps and bruises. So there is opportunity for him if something happens. But the bat's been good enough. He's deserved a chance to be a major leaguer for a long time now.